Tana's in hot water. We hosted the Steamy Awards, which is actually bigger than the Steamies, surprisingly. A parody of the award show has surpassed the initial award show that it is parodying, which is crazy. I didn't expect for this show to be on this level, but shout out to the H3 crew. That entire team is inspiring, to say the least. You know, they all did a great job on stage. It's something that I dreamed of this past year for us to do as a Jeff FM team, to have a holiday show. But unfortunately, a lot of stuff happened. Our year wasn't as smooth sailing as the H3 crew. We lost Oscar for about 6 months. Lots of stuff happened. Steven fell into addiction, and just a lot of stuff happened that prevented us from doing that this year. But I think next year we're going to have to do our own. I don't know if it'll be anywhere near that level. They had the Dolby Theater. I don't know if I'm allowed to. You're allowed to say it. They said not to say the theater we were at because it's such an exclusive theater.
They have it on the thumbnail.
Well, they told us just don't say anything about Will Smith getting slapped, and that was like I could not hold it in. I had to say because fake Logan slipped up, and then I was like, all right, it's already fair game. But the Dolby Theater, I never thought.
The shit out of me.
Will Smith.
You don't know the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars? You don't know.
Will Smith is white.
What did you take today?
Will Smith.
Will Smith is
the guy
black.
that plays Elf.
Will Ferrell?
Oh, I'm thinking of Will Ferrell.
Oh
Oops.
my God! No! This I can't go on with you in my life. I can't go on with you in my life.
All right,
listen, part ways. Take five. After that, take 5. All right. Listen, I can do this podcast for myself. I don't give a fuck anymore. But all I need is those two in the bathroom. That's it. I'm fine. Take 5.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
I mean, I used to watch the Oscars and I used to see celebrities go up there and present, and I was like, I could never do this shit. And if I would have known that's what I was getting into, I probably would have been a little nervous for it. But because I was coming back from my birthday trip from Vegas, we had a 5-hour drive, and I was like, oh, we're just going to some little theater. It's going to be a live show for H3. And then I was like, wait, this is at the Chinese theater where the Oscars are? We walk in, everybody had green rooms with their names on it, and they were doing hair and makeup and stuff. And I just kind of strolled in, and they're like, all right, so here's the rundown of the show. And we had 5 minutes until we went out on stage in front of 5,000 people and 50,000 live viewers, at least. Basically an arena. We were a bit unprepared, to say the least. I did my best to help my, I don't know, either intoxicated or not co-host, but it was tough. It was definitely tricky to keep her from ruining her career. But I thought she was funny when we were up there. You know, I think that's like her thing when she does her tour. She goes on stage to her audience and she acts like Tana. You know, she's like, I shoved the toothbrush in my pussy and I like whatever. She just says stuff like that, and she's hitting her vape on stage, and they love her for that. But this being a different audience on a show that was so well prepared and thought out for so long, so much hard work went into it. I think that's what made people have a bit of a different reaction. But I thought she was being funny up until some certain points where I had to butt in. Yeah, man, shout out to all those people. Everybody did a great job performing. It's all like crew and Ethan, he does a show live all the time, but for like his stage presence, that guy Rich Lux, he fucking killed it. Queen, whatever, Queen Rich Lux girl, she killed it. Fucking, it was sick. It was an experience. I loved it. And like a lot of those people didn't sign up for that, like crew members. Like imagine I make you guys go out and like go on stage in front of 5,000 people and let's do a show. Like, would you guys be okay with that?
Yeah. We'll get an audio visual experience.
Because Dan's basically you of their show. He's like,
get on that level, cuz
genius, runs everything. He came out and he got the biggest standing ovation of everybody because they know he's the guy that puts the show on.
Well, for starters, I would have you come down with Chris
balls.
Angel.
I would, of course, do that. Yeah. I don't know. Well, we're gonna have to cut that because I don't want Ethan to steal that next year. But yeah, man, it was a hell of an experience. Really made me want to do that for us next year. Hopefully, we don't all fall apart in the next coming months, so we can make it to next year. Knock on wood. But yeah, Tana, she got a lot of backlash from her performance up there. And it sucks because she's good at doing her own live shows. And this specific live show is the one that is the big one that's broadcasted to everybody. Millions of people will watch it. And that's where it looks like she's terrible at doing live performances.
Well, that and like the streams.
She can go out in front of 1,000 people, but just when it's recorded for somebody else, she usually fucks it up somehow. But I've been to her shows. I've been in her shows with her. That's not how she performs.
Who's
Whose idea was it?
But yeah, we need to get her into rehab immediately. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. She said she was sober. I think she was just leaning into her. Fucking, who cares? Look at my makeup. Like, whatever she was doing.
I think she got influenced by her peers.
But yeah, Tana got a bunch of hate. She was going through it. I talked her through it the next day. I was like, look, all this stuff will be over with in a week. It'll be forgotten, and you'll get another chance. You do another show. You record that. Life's back to normal. There's a lot worse stuff going on in the world. All this stuff of you will be forgotten. Yeah, she was trending on Twitter. Yeah, I got some smoke too. People said that my I should have had socks on and my ankles were showing. What they were asking me if my ankles were cold and stuff like that. Look, you guys don't understand how you wear Salvatore Ferragamos. All right, that's the type of shoe I had on. Salvatore Ferragamos. You don't wear them with socks. All right, I wouldn't expect you normies to know, but stop giving me hate because I'm sick of it. I